How you doing, guys? ZDEyE here. So today, unfortunately, this was very unexpected, but also maybe not too surprising as well. But definitely I was surprised since I've been waiting for this game for so long already. By the title of this video, you already read Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed, unfortunately. And instead of coming in April, that's when they were predicting it will be coming. They have changed it to September the 17th, 2020. Thankfully, it's still just in a few months instead of like another year, let's just say. And actually, they have published a letter, a message to the fans regarding their reason. And I quote anyway. That's what they wrote. We have important news regarding Cyberpunk 2077's release date. We'd like to share with you today. Cyberpunk 2077 won't make the April release window, and we're moving the launch date to September 17, 2020. We're currently at the stage where the game is complete and playable, but there's still work to be done. Night City is massive, full of stories, content, and places to visit. But due to the sheer scale and complexity of it all, we need more time. We need more time to finish the playtesting, fixing, and polishing. We want Cyberpunk 2077 to be our crowning achievement for this generation, and postponing launch will give us the precious months we need to make the game perfect. Expect more regular updates on progress as we get closer to the new release date. We are looking forward to seeing you in the Night City. Thank you for your ongoing support, coming from Marcin Ewiński and Adam Badowski. They're the co-founder and head of the studio. Unfortunately, that's just the case. It's actually quite crazy how many delays we have already encountered. And believe it or not, we may also get one more delay, but please don't quote me on that. I might be wrong about that, but it's actually coming. Typical, isn't it? Jason Schreier, basically, he kind of called it, Well, I'm sure he already knew because he sources and stuff. And he kind of already said, this season is going to be full of delays, and it's quite crazy. Well, first we got Final Fantasy VII delay, and then we got the Marvel's Avengers game delay as well, and now Cyberpunk 2077, unfortunately. Now, but here's the question that raises especially I would like to know. Since the next generation of consoles will be most likely coming in the November of this year, I just say at the end of this year, wouldn't it make more sense for CD Projekt Red to release Cyberpunk 2077 as well on the next generations of consoles on day one, as an example, right? Maybe we could purchase our games, Cyberpunk, for our current gen console, and then we can do an upgrade for like $5 to $10, just like we had back in 2013, for example, when you could purchase a game before the release of the next gen, well, PlayStation 4 that time, or Xbox One as an example, then you can upgrade it more or less. And if that really would work, that would be really, really good in my personal opinion. And it would only make sense for Cyberpunk to have a similar feature as well. If CD Projekt Red will not end up doing that, I think they may regret it. And you know what? You know why I think they have this delay specifically? I think they want to take the months that they need, make sure it's playable on the next generations of consoles, and make sure that it will be fully utilized on those next generations of consoles, of course. That's actually what I believe that they're doing for this game. I really do believe that, seriously. And because of this, it's actually relatively early already, so most of the people, actually pretty much all of the people, will end up buying the CD Projekt, Cyberpunk 2077 on the current gen, right? But then it will be coming out, obviously, on the next gen, in presumably again, November. And so people will repurchase it again, similar thing that has been done already for the Grand Theft Auto 5 back in the day, when it came out on PlayStation 3, then it got its port to the PlayStation 4. But even though I believe, I can't remember exactly, but I believe it was like about a year or couple months, they actually released their game on the next generation, pretty much re-released it. So obviously a lot more people would like seriously repurchase the game once again, and it just would make sense on that part. There were so many cool things that, you know, not just the graphical boost, but also there was online components that you could also have improvements on and things to do as well. And as such, next generations are not gonna have any of these bottleneck issues, and because of it, Cyberpunk will be running better than ever on the next gen, on the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. I mean, it would make sense, wouldn't it? I personally think that would be, I think that's really is the biggest delay factor why they are doing this. And of course I understand they were not going to tell us this sort of things, and this is more of a speculation on my part, but that's what I really do believe they're doing this for. I personally think, they even said it in here actually, that the whole thing is already playable and works, it's complete, like, right? But they still have said like playtesting that requires to be done, fixing and polishing. Who knows, maybe this playtesting, fixing and polishing requires for the next generations of consoles, and basically they want to postpone it on that front. Who knows? I personally think that's might be the reason, but that's just a, you know, my speculation. But anyway, it is quite unfortunate news. I never was expecting to make a video today about this. I rushed back home, seriously, and it's crazy, it's crazy. Well, anyway, at this front, thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys all later. And my guys, a couple more months now. Jesus. Okay, well, what can we do? What can we do, unfortunately? Well, at this front, thank you again. Like and subscribe. See you guys all later, and have a good one.